Hello, everybody. My name is Said Azam Ali, and I did my project on video game sale data. And I used a tool called ServiceNow to load my data and then do analysis of my data. So the reason I chose video game sales as my topic is I am very interested in video games, not just to play video games, but to read about the industry and always keep up with the latest news. And then the tool that I'm using here is ServiceNow. It essentially is a tool that's used by a lot of enterprises to do a lot of different things. The most popular being ITSM management. So this is like your IT incidents and change and requests. So the ServiceNow platform essentially allows you to store a bunch of data, then you're able to manipulate the data in many different ways. Essentially, it is a database. So in terms of my data, I got my data from Kaggle. It was a very up-to-date source on video game sale numbers. And then it also collecting some other data such as the publisher. So that might be Nintendo, Activision, EA, etc. The year of release of the video game, the genre the game is a part of, as well as what platform it released on. So the Wii or the DS or PlayStation, so on and so forth. This is a diagram of the relationship between my different objects. So I have the video games, of course, where I have the name of the game, and then its global sales as well as sales for specific regions like North America, Europe, Japan, and other territories. And then I have other objects, for example, the genre, the year, and the platform and the company. And these all relate to video games in a one-to-many relationship. So let me show you how I got this data into the ServiceNow platform. So in the ServiceNow platform, it looks like this. We're able to create an app. So I already created my app here, Video Game Sales. And here I am able to define what tables I have. So I have sales, companies, genres, platforms, and years. And essentially, when I create a table, it allows me to import data from Excel and is able to identify what type of fields I have and then import all my data and then is able to show me all my data. It's able to load all the data into a database. And then, so here is a database, for example, 16,000 rows, and each of them have their various fields, like the name of the platform and the year, and etc. And all my sale data is here too. So now I'm going to show a little bit about filtering the data. So in ServiceNow, it's very easy to manipulate with the data. So let's say I wanted to look at games that were only released on the Game Boy platform. Well, just in this interface, I can look at the Game Boy here, and can just do show matching, and it's able to then just show me the games that are part of the Game Boy platform. And then I could do maybe a sort of, I want the games to be sorted based on the top North American sale numbers. So it's able to give me the data just like that. And I'm able to also use this funnel here and change the query that I'm doing. So say instead of platform, I wanted to look for games that have a global sales number that is greater than 1 million. So if I do that and hit run, you can see now I have 2,000 records available. We're also able to use scripting to do analysis of data. So this is kind of like doing a select in SQL. We're able to define the technical name of our table. And then I want to define that, by the way, this is JavaScript code. I want to define that I want to order it by global sales, and I just want 10 records to be returned. So I want the top 10 games. And then I can do a query and then do a display of my data. So if I run the script, it gives me the top 10 best-selling video games that are out there. So that is how the platform works in terms of loading data and filtering data. But one more interesting thing I did is I was able to create a REST API for the data through the ServiceNow platform. This way, someone can use an API and then retrieve the video game sale data. So just to show this off real quick, if I, in the ServiceNow platform, if I search for REST, I can get to the scripted REST APIs, and I will just look for the um, sale, whoops, I think it's video, yeah, best-selling video games API. If I open this up, essentially I'm able to, in this platform, write my script and then give a response body, which then someone can use as an API and then um, get the data that they're looking for, or maybe do a post of data, whatever they might be wanting to do. So I'm going to try this out in Postman real fast. So I'm going to create, and this is a get command. So I'm just going to take the URL and paste it here. And then I need the resource path. So I just copy this and then just paste that here. So in my API, I'm basically returning the best selling video games. and then we can add a parameter of how many games we're looking for. So if I want to, for example, I'm looking for the top 50 video games, so I can do 50 in my endpoint, and then I hit send, and the ServiceNow platform is able to give me in a JSON object all the top 50 best-selling video games. So that is my project in conclusion. Before I started this class, I did not really know anything about databases, but in my career, I was working in the ServiceNow platform, working on AngularJS applications for my company. While learning all the things about SQL and everything else in this class, I was able to realize that essentially ServiceNow is a big database, and I was able to use the tool and see what I can do with this tool with regards to loading a database and doing analysis of data. One more thing I wish to do is ServiceNow has a reporting feature which allows us to create graphs and charts. So I had a little bit of trouble with that, but something I want to look into going forward. So that was my presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.